welcome to your workout. This is going to be a beginner-friendly yoga workout, so all you need is your mat and a little bit of flexibility to get started, maybe a little upper body strength, but we're going to have some fun. So go ahead and just grab your mat and I'll catch you in just a second. All right, everyone, we're going to start out with a couple of sun salutations just to get warmed up. Arms are going to reach overhead. We will forward fold to the floor, to the mat, come up halfway, and then step back with the right leg. And then the left leg, we're going to take our knees to the floor, and then our chest and chin, and scoop the body up into a low cobra or an upward facing dog, and then push back into downward facing dog. Then we're going to step forward again, roll the body forward, reach the hands up overhead. So that's one. Let's go ahead and do one more. Arms overhead, forward fold, come up halfway, and then step back, 1 foot at a time, knees, chest, chin to the floor, and come up into cobra or upward facing dog where your knees are coming up off the floor, and then push back into downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Just relax the upper body. The head is pressing through the shoulders. The heels are pushing down to the mat. And then let's bend the knees and either step or hop to the front, and then roll back up into your standing pose. All right, now we're going to take it all the way back down, fold forward, step back onto your knees. We're coming down into our cat-cow position. This is just a spinal roll. So you start out in your neutral spine, lift up your spine, tuck your chin, and then roll forward. Let's do a few of these. And be mindful of your breathing. So you're exhaling as you're lifting up and inhaling as you roll forward. Exhale. And let's do one more. Exhale, lift up. And then roll forward. Right from here, we're gonna do a bird dog. So an opposite arm and an opposite leg. Reach out. Let's hold this stretch. And then let's switch. Let's do 10 total. That's 3 so far. 4, 5. This is a body balance. 6, and a great stretch. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set it down. We're going to take the left leg, step forward into a lunge position. And from here, we're going to push back or use your hands for support and do a half split, Ardha Padmanasana. Let's do this 4 times. So push forward on your knee, drop the hips, and then push back either with balance or hands behind you to stretch out your hamstring. The front foot is flexed. Go forward. Again, you can use your hands to the floor. The beginner version would be hands to the floor. And then shift your weight back, keeping the hips aligned with your front of your mat. And then one more. Pushing forward. Again, let's put our hands to the mat or lift up high and then drop back. Get a good stretch. And then bring the left foot back. Let's go forward with the right and balancing, or you're going to put your hands to the floor and then shift the weight back for 1. Push forward, drop those hips, and back for 2. Push forward. If you want to try to lift your hands up for balance, you can try that, and then slowly shift to the half split, and then push forward again, hands up or on the mat and push back. Good, and then bring that leg back. We're gonna come back into a child's pose real quick. And then come up into our all fours again. Let's do some thread the needles. So lift up the right arm, thread it through for 1, lift up, that's 2. Let's just do 3 on each side. 3, we're gonna drop our shoulder down to the mat, extend the arm out in front or behind your back. And then switch sides. Let's go ahead and do 3 on the other side. 1, and reach, 2, and 3. Dropping that shoulder down to the floor, reaching the top arm out in front of you. And you can also wrap your arm behind your back. And then push up. Let's come into our downward facing dog. Hold here for just a second. We can walk the dog, walk out the feet. Let's lift up the right leg and make some circles with this leg for 1, 2, and 3. Go in reverse. 1, 2, and 3. And then set that foot down. Let's try the other leg. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, and 3, and set it down. Walk it out again. Step forward with your left foot into a warrior 1. So the back leg is flat on the floor, the back foot is on the floor, and then you're twisting your hips to the front. This is your warrior 1. You can go deeper if you want. Open up that knee, and then let's open up into a warrior 2. So let's do 5 of these. Turn to the front, and then out to the side. That's 2. Turn to the front, and out to the side for 3. Front, and side, and then 1 more. Front, and side. Good. Taking your hands back to the floor, scoot your feet in a little bit closer. Let's open up the body into a triangle pose. Let's circle the arm for 1, 2, and 3, and go in reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Put your hand to your hip, bend the front knee just a little bit. This is extended side angle, or you can have your elbow resting. You can open up this arm, reach up to the sky. That's our extended side angle. Then let's push our back foot back, open up into a peaceful warrior, and then reach forward into extended side angle. Reach back, peaceful, and then forward, and back, forward, and back, and forward. Good. And then we're going to shift our body, turning the feet to the opposite direction. So now we are in a warrior 1, facing the other way, opening that knee, and then open out to the side for warrior 2, warrior 1, and 2, warrior 1, and 2. We got 2 more. Warrior 1, and 2, warrior 1, and 2. All right, then we're gonna reach down for the floor, scoot a little bit closer, and we open up into a triangle pose, Trikonasana. Stretching your side body here. And then bend this knee, put your hand to the hip for your extended side angle, or you can park that elbow on top of your leg. The arm is gonna reach up, and then let's shift back into a peaceful warrior. You can extend your feet a little bit more and reach forward and back, just like a seesaw. Forward and back, forward and back, and forward and back for a peaceful warrior. And then take the hands and let's just come down to the floor for a wide leg forward fold. And we're going to do some beginner style Skandasana shifting with support. So we're supporting ourselves by putting our hands to the mat. If you want to try it balancing, you're just going to shift your legs forward and back like this. And then let's settle into a Skandasana. So I'm lifting up my back foot. If you want to go lower, you can, or put your hands to the floor. This would be like a level 1. And hold here, deepen that stretch. And then let's shift over to the other side. So this is your level 1. Like I said, if you want to go down a little bit lower and try that out, you can. All right, come back into your forward fold, walk the feet in. We're going to turn to the side and do a supported warrior 3. So hands to the floor or on top of your blocks if you have them. And this is a warrior 3. Supported. Let's just turn that leg open so we're in a half moon, supported. Turn the hip down and then open it up. So we're going from warrior 3 into a half moon. And that's 3 and 4. I'm just turning my leg forward and back. And 5. And bring that leg down. Let's turn to the other side. So supported warrior 3. We're learning how to balance, and then let's open up that hip. Supported half moon and turn the hip down and up for 2. Down and up for 3. Down and up for 4. And 1 more. And 5. And bring that leg down. Roll your body up. Doggies are growling at each other. Let's practice a tree pose. So a level 1 tree pose. It might be down here. See if you can rest. Bob, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Anytime they see a car outside. Okay, so rest your foot on the inside of your leg. That would be a level 1. See if you can pull it up a little bit higher. Level 2. And then we're balancing here. Just catching your breath. This is your tree pose. All right, and then slide that leg down. Let's switch. So level 1 would be down here, or level 2. If you want to take it up a little bit higher, you can try that. That's your tree pose. All right, slide that leg down. Let's come down to our knees, and we're going to work a little bit in the camel pose. So single leg version of camel pose. You want to tuck your toes under and just practice hinging your body. This is more Pilates thigh stretch. Just hinging your body, lifting up and down. Let's take one arm back for a leg tap and switch for 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then stay here. See if you can hold your hips or come a little bit lower. So wherever your body is allowing you to go, and push your hips forward. Relax. Breathe into this pose. Maybe tuck your toes under. See if you can go down a little bit lower. Then we're going to counter this stretch and come all the way down lower to the mat into a child's pose. So now we're going to relax. You can rest your forehead on the floor. Catch your breath. And then we're going to swing one leg forward for a lizard. So this is a lizard on your knee. So you can either pick up the knee off the floor or keep it down. The beginner version would be knee is to the floor. And try to open up this side knee. And then if you want, you can reach back and forth and back for the back leg. And 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Good. That's just a beginner style lizard stretch. Let's walk this same leg down to the mat. So a beginner version of a pigeon stretch would be both legs down in a 90-degree angle like this. And if you're ready to try rolling your hips forward into the pigeon stretch, extend that back leg. And now we are perched up high in this this pigeon stretch. Catch your breath. Breathe a couple of breaths here. Then let's go ahead, come back to our all fours and switch out the legs. So now we're on a lizard on the opposite side with the support, the knee is back. I'm going to put my left hand to the inside of my left foot and reach back 5 times for my back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you want to try to catch your foot or lift up your leg, you can try that. And then release. Then let's walk the left leg down to the mat. So you're either going to be in your 90-90 pose, or you're going to turn towards the front of your mat and try to drop those hips lower to the floor. And this is our pigeon stretch. All right. Good. Now let's shift our weight into a seated forward fold. So we are going to lift up the arms up high, shoulders are dropped down, and then fold forward and reach for the feet or reach under your legs. Just somewhere where you can bend your body. If you can go lower, try to go lower. And then lift up, and then scooch your body down and roll like a ball down to your mat. And then we're going to shift left and right. Let's take the knees down to one side for a spine twist. Your left hand can reach to the top of your right leg as you're stretching. A nice little spine twist. A couple of breaths here. Really good stretch for your lower back. And then bring the knees back to the center and drop down to the other side. So now your knees are facing to the right and your upper body is facing to the left. You're getting a good spine twist. And a couple of breaths here, relaxing the body. Then you can take your heels together and come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, a reclined butterfly, and open up your hands. Relax here. This could be your Shavasana if you want, or you can extend your legs all the way out for a Shavasana and neutralize your spine, open up your jaw, relax your face, and do a short Shavasana with your eyes closed. A couple of breaths to relax. And then we're going to roll over onto our side into a fetal position. Get yourself ready and coming up slowly. And then we will come back into our easy pose, Sukhasana pose. And that's going to be it for today's gentle beginner yoga workout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.